Low and wide proportions, an elegant silhouette, unique comfort, and the joy of driving, these are the reasons we choose sedans. And among Hyundai Motor Company's comprehensive electrification portfolio, there is one model that stands out in particular. The one and only sedan, the IONIQ 6.
I believe the IONIQ 6 is the most advanced and refined sedan among all electric sedans.
With its excellent aerodynamics and quietness, I think sedans are a bit more suitable for those who drive long distances.
I hope you'll experience the unique charm that's different from an SUV.
The IONIQ 6, which has already delivered a special appeal as an electric sedan, has evolved once again and now stands before you.
Close the charging port. I'll close the charging door.
Now we're embarking on a special journey to observe the transformed IONIQ 6 and the unique appeal that can only be felt in a sedan. As you drive, you'll truly experience the genuine value that only the new IONIQ 6 offers.
To maintain the strengths of the IONIQ 6 while achieving a completely new and much purer feel unique to the IONIQ 6, it seems we need to apply a few more elements.
The new IONIQ 6 has evolved this unique sensibility in a more intense, more refined and sophisticated way.
There were many considerations about how to adjust the end of the hood. When we decided to raise the starting point of the hood through design, there were so many other aspects we had to take into account. Nevertheless, I remember insisting until the very end that we needed to raise the end of the hood to truly create the stunning look of a sedan and maximize the car's sleek and elegant feel. This time, we designed the DRL and main module lamp as separate units, creating a lamp that feels even sleeker and more futuristic. The outer lens of the previous rear combination lamp had a bit of a three-dimensional feel, but while the inner modules of that lamp remain the same, we've improved it by making the surface much simpler and more flush. For the bumper as well, we used as many horizontal elements as possible to create a modern look, make it appear longer, and maintain a stable stance.
Meanwhile, you may have also sensed new emotions such as restraint, simplicity, and minimalism in the style of the new IONIQ 6. Thanks to this, you can feel its unique silhouette even more distinctly.
To make the two parabolic curves of the side profile appear simpler and clearer, we extended the ducktail spoiler a bit more. We removed the previously protruding spoiler, so the elegant silhouette visible from the profile could be revealed more boldly in the design. I think the long line that starts from the hood and runs along the roofline all the way to the end of the tailgate can now stand out even more clearly.
On the other hand, there are also things that remain unchanged, such as the unique, low and wide proportions characteristic of sedans, and the graceful silhouette unique to the IONIQ 6. Not only the IONIQ 6, but all IONIQ series share a common design language, parametric pixels.
Parametric pixels are Hyundai's design language that represents the IONIQ brand. The initial inspiration actually came from the Korean letter Myeom. We believe that pixels, by blending analog and digital, can evoke nostalgia for some generations, while for younger generations they serve as a source of inspiration.
But the style of the IONIQ 6 is not just about aesthetics. It embodies a harmony between art and technology. The design, which looks as if it's slicing through the wind, actually impacts its aerodynamic performance, controlling the airflow with such a low and sleek design. This is a special quality unique to sedans.
Since the identity of the IONIQ 6 lies in its top-tier aerodynamics and electric vehicle driving range, the biggest challenge was to create a beautiful design while also achieving excellent aerodynamic performance. That's why all the related departments came together and put a lot of thought into it right from the planning stage.
For example, the protruding spoiler that used to be at the bottom of the rear glass was a significant feature in previous models, both in terms of its appearance and its functional role. So removing that part was a major challenge for us as well.
The IONIQ 6 features a strip-liner design, and by inheriting and further developing the strengths of previous models, it has ultimately achieved an electric driving range of over 560 kilometers.
In this way, the new IONIQ 6 has evolved into a style that further emphasizes the essence of a sedan, as well as its unique beauty and charm. This direction of evolution can be seen not only in the exterior, but also in the interior. In particular, improvements that actively reflect customer feedback can also be found in the space of the new IONIQ 6.
The design of the previous IONIQ 6 was already highly refined. While maintaining the atmosphere based on the highly refined design, we received a lot of VOCs. Our first goal was to improve as much feedback as possible. For the center console, we changed the layout a bit to enhance operational convenience. We intentionally placed the functional buttons more toward the driver's side, while features like the WPC and cup holder are positioned on the right, so they are visually separated.
However, in the new IONIQ 6, there are subtle changes that may not be immediately visible, but you can truly feel them when you actually use the car.
We also had to convince others about just a few millimeters of difference. Even the height of the console armrest has been lowered by a few millimeters. There were customer comments that it would sometimes get in the way a bit while driving. To be honest, lowering it by a few millimeters doesn't make a big visual difference. I think we really struggled a lot to persuade people about these kinds of details.
Even though the charging infrastructure is expanding over time, driving range is still the biggest concern for electric vehicle customers. But the all-new IONIQ 6 can go as far as 562 kilometers on a single charge. Thanks to this, it will take you farther than you ever imagined.
The all-new IONIQ 6 now features a high-capacity 84 kilowatt-hour battery. Installing a battery ultimately requires a lot of consideration regarding the overall package. With the transition to the 4th generation system, we've made improvements in battery density. This means that more battery energy can be stored within the same space.
Among the factors that affect driving range is the sophisticated regenerative braking system. But did you know that this system, which achieves world-class levels of regenerative braking and enhances efficiency, also impacts ride comfort?
Since many people are still not very familiar with regenerative braking in EVs, there are often opinions that using regenerative braking can cause motion sickness or reduce ride comfort. However, Smart Regenerative Braking 3.0 further refines the situations in which it automatically adjusts the amount of regenerative braking. For example, in situations like going downhill or over speed bumps, it appropriately adjusts the regenerative braking to improve ride comfort even more.
An elegant and comfortable atmosphere, the unique emotion and cozy travel experience that come from low and wide proportions. These are the universal values we expect from a sedan. But there is a hidden possibility here. The moment a delicate touch is added, the sedan transforms into a completely different emotional style.
The N-Line can be described as a model that presents a design vision heading toward high-performance N and high-performance concepts.
I incorporated a significant amount of the distinctive design DNA from the RN22E, which was a rolling lab model. If you look at the rear sound of the vehicle, including the lamps, you'll notice that the black proportions on the back have increased significantly. So when you see it from a distance, you can really feel that high-performance vibe. The sense of type and those elements give you a feeling that highlights the hairline details even more.
Even though it's the same sedan, the completely different emotional character is powerfully expressed not only in the exterior but also in the interior. From the steering wheel, pedals and footrest all the way to the seats. Everywhere your eyes land, you can experience the unique sensibility of the N-Line.
We have to show you a look that makes you feel like it can deliver some serious performance. We added the signature N-Line red color as an accent to the areas that draw the most attention. And for the materials, we used Alcantara, which is often found in sports cars. This way, we enhance not only the visual aspect, but also the tactile feel, creating a look that emphasizes sportiness even more.
So far, we've shown you the styles of the IONIQ 6 and the IONIQ 6 N9, but that's not enough to fully explain the unique appeal of a sedan. The true value we expect from a sedan isn't when it's standing still, but when it's on the move, because that's when it truly comes alive.
Generally, when developing performance, dynamic performance and comfort performance inevitably tend to be at odds with each other. So what the IONIQ 6 needs to achieve is to secure comfort and ride quality as a basic foundation, and then, without compromising that level, to carefully consider and develop various aspects to deliver both dynamic and comfortable performance.
The agile movements that come from the wide proportions and low center of gravity and the resulting driving pleasure are values that can only be experienced because it is a sedan.
As the product quality of a vehicle improves, the level of difficulty and development increases, especially in terms of noise and vibration. Since Hyundai's Ioniq series are electric vehicles, the interiors are extremely quiet. Because of this, customers can easily notice even the smallest noises. So we put a lot of thought into this aspect for the Ioniq 6 as well. We applied various NVH, noise, vibration, and harshness items such as double-glazed soundproof glass and sound-absorbing tires to provide customers with a quiet and serene driving experience.
In addition, the new Ioniq 6 has evolved to provide comfort even while you stay inside, with features such as a Bose sound system and 100-watt USB-C charging. Isn't this the ultimate value that a sedan can offer? So far, we've taken a long journey together, exploring the appeal of the new Ioniq 6 as an electric sedan, as well as its newly improved features. If we had to sum up the new Ioniq 6 in one phrase, this would be our answer.
The new Ioniq 6 is a car whose true value is revealed the moment you drive it. It's a vehicle meticulously designed to ensure that drivers can feel maximum comfort thanks to its extended driving range. That's why we think it would be great for you to experience this car for yourself, as it marks the beginning of a new trend.
We have carried over all the strengths of the previous Ioniq 6, listened to a lot of customer feedback, and from the planning stage, we worked closely with the developers at the research center to thoroughly consider the direction a sedan should take. Ultimately, we made sure to secure the comfort and ride quality that customers expect from a sedan as a foundation, and then developed the car to maximize dynamic performance without compromising those standards.
The Ioniq 6, which sets the standard for electric sedans, has evolved once again. If you're looking forward to a new daily life with an electric vehicle, experience the all-new Ioniq 6, which reveals its true value the more you drive it.
Für mehr Videos einfach abonnieren.